All right, so sex trafficking is the act of using force, fraud, or coercion to compel someone to perform a commercial sex act.
And I don't think any of that happened.
That's exactly what Diddy did.
What?
Yes.
Read that again. Read it again.
Welcome to the Anticipated Hangout Podcast. You're in here for a 30-minute drive with Polo and Big G.
Driving, baby. Here we in.
Man, we back in the studio, man. What's going on, Big G?
Man, ain't nothing going on. Just chilling, man. Sports, more sports.
Okay.
That's all I've been doing.
Well,
And Diddy,
the diddler.
Diddy.
So
Take that.
So this episode.
Don't hate me now.
So this episode.
I don't want to talk about Diddy.
We're gonna get into Diddy.
Diddy.
We're gonna get into Diddy.
Diddy or Diddy?
So how you feel about everything that's going on with Diddy so far?
He innocent.
You think he innocent?
He ain't did no real crime.
I wouldn't say he ain't.
He ain't did no real crime.
I believe
he ain't did no crime.
If the evidence is correct,
what's the evidence?
That he, for his parties, he flew in sex workers.
Okay.
Now,
hey, hold on. He flew in sex workers, right?
Right.
Now, you know, back in the day, you fly girls out all the time.
Right.
Is that the same thing? Is that a crime?
No, it's not the same, because if the people you're getting these illegal sex workers from,
they're not illegal. They knew what they were doing.
Now
they took the check. They got on the plane. They flew out. They landed. They got in the car. They came over to the house. They said, "Yeah, we ready. Let's party up."
But think about this: what if those same women was sex trafficked here, or human trafficked here, and forced to be sex workers, and Diddy go out and pay for those women to work at his party? Now you got those women that have been taken against their will.
They ain't happen.
And now Diddy...
Man, these girls came from Magic City.
I don't know.
Man, these girls came from Magic City, man. They over there. Rolexes, Magic City, Nubian Queens. They come from all them places.
Now, so the
Where you think they recruit them from?
But this is why he got the sex trafficking charge, because apparently the feds have talked to some of the people that have worked at some of these parties.
They trying to set him up.
That may be. We don't know yet. It's still early in this thing.
Look, the only crime that I see is the guns.
That was a big crime.
He gonna get something for the guns, because you can't have defaced guns. But hey,
AK-47s with scratched out serial numbers.
His fingerprints might not be on nothing.
But they was in his possession. They got him at his home.
Man, they have parties. You know how many people bring something to the party?
It don't matter. That's just like if you in your car and you got an illegal substance in your car and nobody owns up to it, the owner of the car is going to take that charge.
Right.
So if he don't have nobody to come out and own up to them guns that was found in his house, the owner of the house going to have to take that charge.
So the guns isn't the problem. The problem is the gun had the serial number to face.
The scratched out serial number.
So they got the scratched off serial numbers. So that's the only crime I can get. You can plea on that.
Now, according to what actually, so we're going to look it up.
No, it's bigger than him. You remember Nino Brown? It's bigger than him. It's bigger than him.
It may be.
He don't run the CMB. Hey, he just ain't just start doing that, man. I remember Puff Daddy back in 1990 talking about working for Andre Harrell. That's when everything failed, when Andre Harrell died. That's when everything failed.
All right, so sex trafficking is the act of using force, fraud, or coercion to compel someone to perform a commercial sex act.
And I don't think any of that happened.
That's exactly what Diddy did.
What?
Yes.
Read that again. Read it again. Slow.
The act of using force, fraud,
Wait. Force.
or fraud.
Wait. You said force.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some force. Phone call?
No,
What's force?
the force. Well, in Diddy's situation,
Yeah.
the force would have been done prior to him.
By somebody bigger than him or him?
Somebody bigger than him.
All right.
That's why when we talk
so he
about
innocent on that.
the human trafficking, he's getting women that have been trafficked to come and work at his
girl
party.
From Magic City.
Nah. I don't believe that.
Man,
I don't believe that. Cause if you
they came from pure passion.
If you look at some
they came from platinum.
If you look at some of them old videos of them parties, them wasn't no stripper women. They didn't have stripper bodies. So I can't say that they were strippers. Some of those women that's walking around with plates, a lot of them look foreign.
Them just workers.
But
they probably were catered. Matter of fact, somebody catered that party. Why they ain't talking?
But that's what I'm saying.
Nah, man. All right, well, force, what's after force?
Okay, fraud. Or coercion. So
I got a third grade education. What do you mean by coercion?
So you've been coerced to do something.
By what? With some money?
Most of the time it's money.
Did they take it?
Of course. They work the job.
There's no problem. No crime in that.
To perform a commercial sex act.
Commercial sex like what? Like we prostitutes?
Yes. That with commercial.
So what's OnlyFans?
So commercial basically mean like it's basically like you've been forced into a business to do this. It's not like
Did you get paid to do it though?
It's not like a domestic thing that you're in. This is pay for hire.
Right.
Which makes it commercial.
Like strip clubs? That's the same thing.
Nah.
How's it different?
Because that woman chose to walk. That woman chose to walk in this strip club.
And that woman chose to get on that flight too and fly all the way to Diddy party.
So think about this. What if somebody, all right, say a cousin or anybody, a female you know, got human trafficked. Somebody snatched her up and they took her to Russia.
No, you know what?
This happens.
Let's say that person that snatched her up called Diddy and said, hey, I got these girls. How much? Then that's a crime.
Or Diddy called that person that he know human traffic or got these girls and he say, hey, how much I need 10 waitresses for this party, and then I need 10 sex workers that's gonna perform sexual activities at this party. And they say, well, this is the price. Diddy say, cool, payment done, I just need these women here. That's sex trafficking.
That's sex trafficking.
That's why Diddy's in jail.
Yeah, but that ain't what happened.
According to the feds, that's what happened.
Man, that ain't what happened, man. Because he ain't got to do all that.
You know?
He ain't got to do all that. I mean, he can just he can just walk outside and say, hey, I'm having a party. I need some females. And they gonna show up.
No, I don't think you'll want to do it that way. That'd be sloppy. Because then you bring your people that you don't know and not for sure if they're going to keep quiet about what you got going on into what you're doing. So,
but what will make the sex trafficker be quiet?
Because the thing is,
why wouldn't she talk?
They coming to you from these people over here. So when you're done with them, they're going back to these people over here.
So they just stay there forever.
They don't
never get free.
Whatever they doing over there.
These parties been going on for over 15, 16, 20 years.
Whatever they doing over there, that ain't got nothing to do with him. he just needs somebody that's available for his parties.
So when this thing go to trial, all these assumed sex worker trafficked women is gonna come out and testify.
Or
if not, he ain't gonna get no. It's not gonna happen.
but the thing is, he don't.
Somebody gotta testify.
That girl from Diddy Kane.
What? Man, she just broke. You talking about Dawn?
It may be.
She just broke.
But she said she been knew about it. You say you need somebody to testify, right?
Did she go to the authorities with it? No.
No, she did an interview.
All of a sudden, 20 years later, she want to do an interview and go to the. Come on, man.
But she did say something that was compelling, though, that kind of caught my attention. Because she said, with a person that's as powerful as Diddy, she say a lot of people would hesitate to go after him or speak up against him because, like they say, when you shoot for the king, you better not miss. Because if you shoot for Diddy and you miss, you know you probably gonna be blackballed out of Hollywood. You're gonna be blackballed out the music industry. You're gonna be blackballed out of everything. Your career is gonna be over if you shoot and miss. And a lot of people is not willing to take that risk with their career. So it's like, man, that's what Diddy doing over there. Let Diddy do him, right, and I'm gonna just stay over here.
So we got the whole Danny Kane. We got the band. We got the Locks. We got Mary J. We got all these artists that was up under the label. And don't nobody want to say nothing?
Guess what? He's providing them a career.
Man, their career's been over. Shine, he overseas somewhere.
Shine can't even come back to the United States.
But he can still talk.
And he did.
And Black Rob, he dead. Biggie dead. Shoot, Wolf dead. Wolf's son. Man.
Have you read the indictment of like exactly what he's being charged with?
I haven't read the indictment, no.
Okay, because I feel like it might be helpful if I go ahead and read part of this indictment to you guys.
Read it.
So this actually comes in Section 12, Part A, and it says, Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. Freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant, sometimes unbeknownst to the victims. Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. It goes on to say, Combs subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in freak-offs. Combs maintained control over his victims through, among other things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support, and by other coercive means, including tracking their whereabouts, dictating the victim's appearance, monitoring their medical records, controlling their housing, and supplying them with controlled substances. During and separate from freak-offs, Combs, among other things, hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims at times by their hair. Their assaults often resulted in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. Combs also threatened victims' careers, livelihoods, including if they resisted participating in freak-offs. Victims believed they could not refuse Combs' demands without risking their financial or job security, or without repercussions in form of physical and emotional abuse. Combs also used sensitive, embarrassing, and incriminating recordings that he made during freak-offs as collateral to ensure the continued obedience and silence of the victims. So that's just some of this 14 pages.
That's Cassie's story.
I was just finna say that sound a lot like
Cassie's story. That's one girl,
but
she got paid. That's over. She didn't even press charges. That's not a crime no more.
But the thing is, Cassie know where the bodies are buried.
They trying to pin all this on one person.
But when you say do they have evidence or witnesses?
Yeah, but the Cassie story, that was just a couple. They in a relationship and they had a disagreement and it went too far. That's all that was.
But if she say she was forced to perform these sexual acts with other commercial sex workers that Diddy also is coercing and
how many people you think was at these so-called freak-offs?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
One?
No, it was a lot.
One. Because all I heard was Cassie.
I think it was a lot.
All I heard was one. Cassie.
But the Fed's not going to come for like that. I'm telling you, the Feds came, Homeland Security came. And when they seized those videos and stuff in the house.
And they already knew about it.
And they went through those videos.
And Puffy knew about it. He knew that was coming.
If they went through those videos, I think the videos is the most damning thing. Because if Cassie give Cassie give this certain story to the Feds, and they go in there and seize these videos, and the videos back up what she's saying, well, that's all that they need.
I'm just trying to find the crime. That's all I'm trying to find, the crime. There's no crime in being extra freaky.
He read it.
There's no crime in being extra freaky.
But no,
that's
something he read.
No, these are just indictments. These are just indictments. What they can prove is something totally different.
But what's proven is done in court.
Yeah, that's something totally different.
So they ain't got that far yet.
Man,
they didn't just lock him up on the indictment.
I'm telling you, man, they gonna get him on the gun charges. And if they can find the dealer, the drug dealer, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
They gonna get him on the drug charge.
You know how hard that is to prove?
They gonna get him on the drug charge.
They ain't find nothing in the house?
Yes, they did.
Man, they ain't find no drugs in the house.
When they did the raid, they found guns and narcotics. And they found
a bag of weed.
And when they stopped Diddy at the airport, they found narcotics on one of his team members. I forgot the guy's name.
Him.
That's why he didn't go to jail at the airport.
That wasn't him.
That's why he didn't go to jail.
That was his team member.
That guy.
Remember, the guy at the top is hard to hit.
That guy went to jail.
Yeah. And he got bailed out. But they don't want him.
But look, that's what I'm saying.
He gonna be, man, the dude turned himself in.
They got him. Cassidy wasn't in there performing sex acts by herself. They got him with bringing these sex workers across state line. When you hiring these sex workers and you moving them from state to state or across state line, that then institutes sex trafficking.
So that means it's bigger than him.
I believe it's bigger than him.
It's way bigger than him. Remember,
I believe
CMB. It's bigger than me.
I believe he's tied to something that's major. Major. And that's why I believe, because a lot of people was like, well, they didn't come at Epstein like this. They didn't come at the other guy like this when they got him. But then they come at Diddy with all his military force, Homeland Security, and all this to raid his homes.
I think that was all a ploy.
I believe it's because they know it's bigger than Diddy. But they believe if they can get Diddy red-handed, they could get who at the top.
So if they get Diddy gonna spill the beans.
Cause they want everything on Diddy.
No, cause they
want to nail him to the wall.
There's like 150 recordings. All right, this guy go from having the key to the city to this.
Yes, because that's how they get. They want to pin him down so hard to his only option out of this is giving up.
You know they just indicted the mayor. You think it has something to do with Diddy? The mayor of New York.
I don't know. Possibly. I don't know.
Man.
We don't know. It's still early.
Man. I don't know. I don't think he did half the stuff they talk about, but he gonna plea out. He over 50. So when you over 50, I believe in the state of New York, you do half your time. So if he get, I don't know, plea out for 12, he do 6, get parole, probation, and be on the way.
It's fed.
Nah, but he's still over 50. He's still over 50.
If anything, he'd probably do. He gonna have to do at least 85.
They probably listening to Keefe D.
He probably gonna he gonna at least have to do 85.
Nah, not over 50. He ain't
85% or whatever his sentence is.
Look, he gonna have good behavior. He gonna be in the rehab program and all the programs. I mean, he ain't gonna do all that kind of time because ain't nobody hurt.
The only way he ain't gonna do that kind of time is if he snitch.
Somebody going down because it's bigger than him. And I hate to say it, but they might try to off him. Hey, you know how it is. You hand some money to a security guard, all of a sudden security guard not watching the gate no more, hand some money to a couple inmates, all of a sudden a couple inmates in the cell, and all of a sudden there's a sheet tied around his neck and he looked like he hung himself. I mean,
I believe it. I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean,
he's dealing with some big people. He's dealing with some prominent people. Those people don't want to go down just as well as he don't want to go down.
Hugh Hefner? You don't think he did the same thing?
He ain't caught.
I mean, he did now.
But he ain't get caught.
I mean,
I think
those two stories are very similar.
Do I think Diddy did something that nobody have ever did? No. I believe it's plenty of people doing what Diddy do. There's plenty of prominent people engaging in those type of activities. Yes, I believe that.
But that's not really a crime.
They didn't get caught.
Because it's not a real crime.
It is.
Man, no, it's not a real crime, man. Doggone it. Me getting no girl from the strip club in Magic City and flying out here is not crime.
Different. That's different. She's not being forced to coerce.
But none of them being forced to coerce. They being paid.
If you know a dude that's sex trafficking females or human trafficking females.
Maybe you don't know. Maybe that's his homeboy. Say, hey, you got some girls? Yeah.
Say if you call this dude and he tell you, yeah, I got some Asian women, I got some Mexican, I got some Vietnamese women.
You ever had a stripper party at your house? That's what happens. But you call a stripper broker and he gets the stripper over. He gets his cut up front, and then you pay the girl after the fact.
But those strippers are not being forced or coerced. They actually strippers.
You don't know that.
They strippers.
But you don't know that.
What's this the thing about strippers. Strippers wake up at home, get up, and literally take themselves to the strip club, dance, make their money, and leave at their own will and go back home.
But they can do that at any place. You think Diddy was like, nah, if you leave, you gonna die? No. Because they didn't have no careers.
If you read the indictment.
No, they talking about artists. No.
He said that Diddy was threatened to withhold medical treatment, financial assistance, all that.
That's artists, not sex trafficking strippers.
But
there's no way.
But that's how. How it ain't no way. You don't think it's possible?
Why would he withhold record deals and medical attention to strippers that he trafficked from another person? That's their responsibility, not his. That's why I'm saying that didn't happen. That didn't happen. It's just Cassie.
But Cassie wasn't in there performing sex acts by herself.
Danny Kane too.
Cassie wasn't performing sex acts by herself. Because in the indictment, it say men and women sex workers.
Actually, it said men sex workers for his pleasure. Male sex workers. All he did was what? He ain't touch nobody. I'm just saying.
But you the guy that hired. You hired these sex workers.
So
You just as guilty.
I heard them. I paid them some money and they came.
Can you go to jail for receiving stolen goods?
Yes, you can go to jail for receiving stolen goods.
So why Diddy can't go to jail?
Because they wasn't stolen.
Yes, they were.
No, they was not.
These sex workers,
Man,
these sex workers.
ain't no dudes gonna be held hostage by some dudes.
That's why it's sex trafficking.
Man, ain't no dudes.
That's why
Ain't no male sex worker gonna be held hostage by another male.
Diddy
They can fight.
Diddy received stolen goods in the form of people. That's what I got. That's what I got.
No.
I could be wrong.
You are wrong.
I could be
I'm
wrong.
telling you, it's gonna be a plea, and he gonna be at the crib, and he gonna be singing, take that, right when it's over with.
I think Diddy received stolen goods in the form of people, and that's what got him sex trafficked.
I don't know where you getting this stuff from.
He receives.
All we got is Cassie. They running off Cassie. They running off of her.
Why?
And they were in a relationship together.
Why do you
Where
think?
J-Lo at? Was she also had the same issue?
Why did you think Diddy settled with Cassie a day after she filed a lawsuit?
Because he knows he was in the wrong. And if it was so bad, she wouldn't have took it, and she would just file charges and had him arrested. If it was so bad,
Diddy knew it was so bad.
in her own little way,
Diddy knew it was that bad.
in her own little way, she might have liked it.
Diddy knew it was that bad. That's why he settled.
Man, he settled because
He knew it was that bad.
he didn't want to get out.
Because he
That's
knew
it.
it was that bad.
That's it.
Because
But if it was that bad, or as bad as she said it is, she would have went straight to the authorities. They wasn't a couple no more. I think she's already married to somebody else that was doing this time.
she was.
That's what I'm saying. So why now?
She wanted
why
the money.
And why you doing it for the money? You got money.
Nah, not the type of money she got from Diddy.
No, that's true.
Not the type of money she got from Diddy.
I guess a $2 million Lamborghini changed her whole lifestyle, huh?
She saved that she saved that grenade to throw it when she needed the most.
Man, that new hub she got, he ain't heard. And if he was a respectable dude, he'd have been like, nah, he did that to you.
But I think
we gonna press charges. He going to jail.
Cassidy guy wasn't a celebrity that she was with though.
He ain't broke either.
Not no more.
I mean,
Not no more.
I think if it was my wife, my girl, my woman, and that happened to her, I'm pressing charges. Forget that money. Money ain't it. Money ain't it. I'm pressing charges. Forget that money.
But you ain't talking to the average person. You talking
Man.
about
He did this to me. I want him in jail.
you talking about somebody that felt like they had the world in their hand.
He did.
And
yeah.
when it slowly started, the money started getting low,
I think Andre Harrell died.
and things started getting tight, and you got a grenade like the grenade Cassie had in her back pocket. She knew exactly how to get that money.
Look, Russell went to Bali. Andre Harrell died. The liquor company left. Then after that, everything fell apart.
If I was Diddy, if Diddy knew that this was coming down, I'd have got me and all my family and flew all my family out the country.
To Bali.
To Bali, wherever.
Hey, we finna do some yoga
Wherever.
with Russell Simmons.
Wherever. We going out the country. Whoever choose to go back, you can go back. But just know what's awaiting for you when you go back.
But he didn't get out because he feels he's innocent.
Nah, that's
Russell
stupid.
Simmons left
That's
because he
stupid.
know he guilty.
And, which was smart.
Which was smart. I'm not saying he wrong. He was smart.
And ain't came back yet.
He ain't trying to come back. Look. His wife, Kimora Lee, took $400 million, and he couldn't even come back and get it because he was like, man, they might get me.
Hey, you can hide it.
He said, you can have it. I
He
want my
like,
freedom.
look, I got enough over here.
Yeah.
I got enough over here to do
Kimora
my
Lee was
thing.
like, well, he gone. I'm going to take the money. And her new husband spending all that $400 million.
He don't even care.
And he came and he was like,
It is
I'm
what
free.
it is.
I just be mad, but
Hey,
I'm free.
I'm free.
I can do my yoga. I can do an interview on YouTube, and there you go.
And I'm chilling. So what do you think gonna happen with Diddy moving forward?
He gonna plea. He gonna get 12, 15 years. He gonna do half that time, and then he gonna be back home. That's what I think.
And that's another episode of Anticipated Hangout Podcast.
That's what I think.
A 30-minute ride with Polo and Big G. And we out.